Hi everyone, it's meteorologist Terry Swails. You're on tswails.com and welcome to your Thursday. It is going to be a spectacular one. Weather-wise, I'm already classifying it as a number 10 day. We don't see those too many times a year, especially during the month of July when it's typically very hot and humid. But all the ingredients will be out there today, and we'll talk more about it here in just a minute. I did want to show you how our weather has really turned around here over the past 30 days. You go back into the middle of June and right into the first week of July, and all it did was rain around here. And here's the 30-day rainfall totals, and you can see the active zone for rain was right across the state of Iowa and through northern Illinois, right in the heart of my viewing area. And some places over that month-long period had 8 to as much as 12 inches of rain. Now we take you to the 7-day rainfall totals, and notice how things have really dried out. There's one little pocket there in extreme southeastern Iowa and into northeast Missouri where there's been some 1 to 1.5 inch amounts. But overall, that region that's just been plastered with heavy rain has really dried out. And that's the great news. The rivers and streams have been receding steadily here during the past couple of weeks. And again, on tswails.com here, one of the things we like to talk about are the storms that will impact our weather as we get towards the weekend. And we do have a system here that will be approaching as we get towards Saturday and Sunday. But before that, take a look at the surface map that we'll be looking at here today. There's high pressure right over the Great Lakes states, centered right over Lake Michigan. And today that'll be close enough to us to see that our skies are nice and sunny out there and the temperature is very pleasant. Here's the highs we're anticipating. They should be back in the mid 70s, maybe the upper 70s in a few spots today. Normal readings are still up there around 86 degrees, so at least 10 degrees below normal. And even better than that are the dew points. They're going to be way down there, only in the 50s from the Mississippi River on to the east. Well, they'll increase a little bit out in central Iowa, but still generally nothing too much more than low to mid 60s. Very comfortable conditions, light winds and sunshine and dry air. Again, that is a perfect number 10 day in my book. Here, though, is where things start going downhill as we approach the weekend. You can see a very potent little disturbance rolling across the jet stream there, across North Dakota and South Dakota, and extending up into Canada. Now that piece of energy is going to work its way to the south and east, and as it heads across the upper Midwest, it'll swing the winds back around to the southwest and start to tap into some moisture. And as we talked about, the air mass right now is really dry out there. This is the precipitable water values, and they're running around 3/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch from eastern Iowa all through the Great Lakes states. Some really bone dry air for July. But as that disturbance starts kicking east, the jet stream should start to tap into some moisture that's still not too far away over the southwest and bring it right back into the Midwest. And so by the time we get to Friday night here, the precipitable water values are running up around 2 inches in some parts of extreme southern Iowa and northwestern Missouri. So a big increase in moisture, and that will also lead to higher humidities as we get towards Friday and Saturday. So then we watch this disturbance. This is the surface reflection of that upper air disturbance we showed you moving across the upper Midwest. And it looks like it's going to send a little lobe of vorticity in here late Thursday night and Friday, and that'll be the first round of showers and thunderstorms. And you can see those extending across the state of Iowa and into extreme western Illinois late on Thursday night, very early in the day on Friday. So I am expecting some rain to move back into the forecast here just in time for the start of the weekend. And actually there could be a couple periods of that, one Friday early in the day and then another one on Saturday. But as far as rain goes, a lot of discrepancy in the models. This is what the GFS is showing, and right around the Quad Cities amounts are only around 1/3 of an inch or less. But you go well to the southeast or off to the northwest, and the amounts go up substantially, some areas with 1 to 2 inches of rain. Now I'm going to take you to the high-res NAM, and you can see right here in the Quad Cities the amounts are much, much higher on this model, over an inch in some spots, in my viewing area anyway. So that's entirely different than what the GFS is showing. And essentially what that points out is that there's still a lot of discrepancy on where the heavier rains will occur, and that's something probably won't get ironed out until later in the day on Thursday or Thursday night. But somebody could see some pretty good rains in the showers and storms that are expected to develop. And then once that finally moves out of here on Saturday night, our jet stream begins to carve out a significant trough once again over the eastern U.S. The pattern looks very blocky, so once this gets established, it is going to be around for some time. And here you're looking at the jet stream flow at 500 millibars on the 1st of August. And this is a trough that I expect to see in here for at least the next 8 days. And as a result of that, the average temperatures over the next 8 days will be well below normal from the Rockies down to the Gulf of Mexico and all the way to the East Coast. And that's going to mean a lot of temperatures in the 70s around my immediate area and actually a pretty good portion of the Midwest. So overall, no heat waves in the forecast, but we do have a few showers and storms we're going to have to start dealing with here as we push into the first part of the upcoming weekend. And we'll be honing in on that in the forecast here in the next 24 hours. But today, a beautiful one out there. Get out and enjoy it. It's about as good as it's going to get for this time of year. That's your weather briefing. And again, thanks for visiting tswails.com. And be sure and enjoy the weather. As I always say, roll weather. It is just fantastic stuff to be out and about and enjoy this good stuff at this time of year. And I'm telling you, it is rolling as good as it goes today.